So let's talk a little bit about the goal aspect because I think it's really important, in my opinion, for people to realize, like, because I don't see this a lot. No, maybe you do, but I'd like to see it more. Is people understand what their exit strategy is before they even start to underwrite a site, right? Like, hey, am I going to get out of this in 5 to 7, or just a buy and hold? Or so some people obviously are pretty adept at that, but other people are like, oh, it's storage. This is going to be a great asset, but they're not really clear on their exit strategy. So they may buy a pretty decent asset and then they want to exit and they realize, oh my gosh, I can't exit in this because I'm not in the right market to have someone come in and buy, this kind of asset or this kind of property.
Absolutely. There's a spectrum, right? And if you have over here someone who's looking to buy their first facility, maybe they have a W-2 today and they want some passive income, right? Versus public storage, who has a 50 to 100-year hold horizon, thinking, across that spectrum, you obviously need to figure out where you fit in and what your goals are. If you're on the smaller side and looking to buy, one or two facilities for a passive income stream, you might not want to exit in 5 years, because if you're, in your 30s to 50s and you want to find a really good site that you can pass down to your kids, or it could fund your lifestyle, you might, 5 to 7 years from now, you might not care what the exit cap rate is if it's kicking off a yield on your cost basis that is sufficient for your life. So that's where it really depends on what is the goal. I think we work with a lot of institutional and larger investment companies where, maybe a life cycle for them is a 5 to 7 year hold, if not shorter. So of course, if you're looking from that perspective, the exit means a lot more. Understanding what your exit cap rate is, who would your likely buyer be, all of those things, matter and really come back to what your goal is holistically.
So let's do a real life example.